RA 10157 is an important law that recognizes the importance of early childhood education to the development of the country's human capital.
An act instituting the kindergarten education into the basic education system and appropriating funds. Section 1. This act shall be known as Kindergarten Education Act. Section 2. Declaration of Policies.
The state recognizes the vital role of education in nation building and development. To this end, the state shall provide equal opportunities for all children to avail of accessible mandatory and compulsory kindergarten education that effectively promotes physical, social, intellectual, emotional, and skills stimulation and values formation to sufficiently prepare them for formal elementary schooling.
Section 3. Definition of terms.
Kindergarten education refers to a form of early childhood education that employs a learner-centered instructional methodology, shall provide the necessary knowledge, skills, and values, formal or non-formal, which will adequately prepare the children for formal education.
Section 4. Mandatory Kindergarten Education.
All 5 years old children shall be given equal opportunities for kindergarten education to effectively promote their physical, social, intellectual, emotional, and skills stimulation and values formation before they enter the compulsory level of elementary education.
Section 5. Medium of Instruction. The state shall hereby adopt the mother tongue-based multilingual education method. The mother tongue of the learner shall be the primary medium of instruction for teaching and learning in the kindergarten level. Section 6. Preparation of teachers.
Preparation of teachers. The DepEd shall conduct programs to train teachers to effectively teach kindergarten education in K-12 curriculum. It shall also accredit private entities or individuals that will engage in the training of kindergarten teachers.
Section 7. Duties, powers, and functions. The DepEd shall develop a comprehensive and integrated curriculum for kindergarten education that is age-appropriate, relevant, and responsive to the needs and interests of young learners. The DepEd shall ensure that kindergarten teacher possess the necessary qualifications, training, and professional development to effectively implement the curriculum. Section 8. Appropriations.
Appropriation. The amount necessary to carry out the provision of this act shall be included in the Annual General Appropriation Act.
Section 9. Implementing rules and regulations.
Within 90 days after the effectivity of this act, the DepEd, in consultation with the Department of Budget and Management, shall promulgate the rules and regulations needed for the implementation of this act.
Section 10. Separability Clause.
Separability Clause. If any parts of this act is declared unconstitutional or invalid, the other part of provisions thereof shall not be affected.
Section 11. Repealing Clause.
Repealing Clause. All laws, presidential decrees, executive orders, rules and regulations or parts thereof inconsistent with the provision of this act are hereby repealed or modified accordingly.
Section 12. Effectivity Clause.
Effectivity. This act shall take effect 15 days after its publication in two newspapers of general circulation. Under Public Act 10157, approved on January 20, 2012.
RA 10157, also known as Kindergarten Education Act, This law was signed on January 20, 2012 and aims to provide universal access quality kindergarten education for all Filipino children aged of 5 years old and above. The law mandates the Department of Education to implement a standard kindergarten curriculum, which includes activities that provide physical, social, emotional, and intellectual development for children.